Hi everybody and welcome to the OpenECRI midweek market commentary for the 20th of March. My name's Simon Clark from Trade with Precision and I'll be discussing the markets that are moving and of key interest right now. Now the first market I'm going to take a look at here is Euro AUD. So just taking a look at the monthly chart first of all. This monthly chart has been in a very strong downtrend for some years. In fact, this downtrend started back in 2009, beginning of 2009. It's been a lovely downtrend for all this period of time. Now most recently we've come down and we've tested this level, this 1.3 level, a number of times. We've tested it a couple of times through here, eventually broken it, made a lower low, come back up, retested this level again, then made a new lower low. Now from that point we've then started to create an uptrend here, and price has tried to make an uptrend. It's come back up to this 1.3000 level and found resistance at this level and then rejected and pulled back down. Now we've also got another level in here which is a lot more apparent on the lower time frames, this 12400 level. So you can see that we're price at the moment is right in between those two levels, and at the moment we're sitting right at this 12400 level. So if we come down the time frames, we can start to see what's happening. If we take a look here at the weekly chart, first of all, we can see how price has tested this 1.3 level a number of times. We can see how it's tested this 2400 level as well, and most recently at the moment we're actually, if I scroll that up slightly, you can see that a bit more better. You can actually see that we've now come back down and we're retesting this 12400 level down here. Now at this moment in time, this is a big decision area, because if this level is broken, we're going to be making a new low on the weekly chart. We'll also be making a new low on the monthly chart, so the weekly and the monthly will be in a confirmed downtrend. Taking a look here at the indicators, MACD and the RSI all rolling over nicely, still looking very bearish at this moment in time and in agreement with this current downtrend. If we take a look at the daily chart here, looking at the daily chart's already been in a nice strong downtrend. We have a nice clear series of lower highs and lower lows. Moving averages all fanning nicely, beautiful geometry in between them, all going in the right direction as well, and we've got lovely convergence as well on the indicators. So this daily chart and also the lower time frames you can see here on the 480 minute here is also been in a nice confirmed downtrend for some time. So we're right at that sort of decision point at the moment around this 12400 level, and the reason I'm keeping an eye on this level is because if we take a look at these higher time frames, if we get a break of this level and price decisively breaks this level, then there is plenty of room to the downside. This is going to then be in a daily, weekly and monthly downtrend, and look at the sort of trading opportunities. You know, we've got even just down to these old lows in the in price, so there's plenty of movement to go. So what I'm looking for is I'm looking for this level to break. I expect that we may get a little bit of a bounce off this level because it's quite strong. So if we get a little bit of a bounce and then a break through it, then and a decisive break through it, then afterwards I'm going to be looking for trend flow trading opportunities on these lower time frames. And I'll just come down to the sort of 480 chart and maybe the sort of 240 chart or even the 60-minute chart and just look for nice trend flow setups in these markets. And you can just see here on the 480 chart how price has been respecting the sell zone, and we've had some trading opportunities to the downside. Okay, the next market I'm going to take a look at here is gold. This is the mini gold futures contract, the YG contract. If we take a look at the monthly chart first of all, now we know that gold has been in a nice strong uptrend for some time. We've recently sort of come up. We've now had a pullback to price to test this 1550 level. It's moved back up again, made a lower high, come back down to test this 1550 level again, pulled back up to make a lower high again, and back down here to test this 1550 level, and we're right there at this moment at the time. Now as we're around this level at the moment, we've also got convergence here on the MACD and the RSI continuing to sell off, continuing to slope off, and showing that there's weakening momentum within this trend. Looking here at the weekly chart, we can see that, you know, as prices now been in this pullback back down to this 1550 level, we've had a nice clear series of lower highs and lower lows. We've got a nice clear series of trend, and the moving averages are now just turning round into the right order. So the 50 period is just moving round behind the 20, and we'll have that nice sort of fanning action. We've also can see here on the weekly chart, we can see that the MACD and the RSI continuing to converge on this market, looking very, very nice for a continuation. Now, because this level's quite strong, you know, I expect, you know, some sort of price reaction around here. We're getting a bit of a pullback at the moment. So what I'm sort of looking for is where price may pull back to and where there may be some trading opportunities. And the first thing that I see here is that I've got this other level marked in on these charts, this 1627 level. And just going back here on these sort of daily charts and on the weekly charts, you see that this 1627 level has been tested numerous times. And just here in this part of the trend here, you can see that, you know, it's sort of, you know, it's been tested up here, it's been tested, you know, it's found some support and resistance going right the way back through history. So we've got quite a strong level there. Now that strong level happens to correspond almost there in the sell zone of the moving averages as well. So, you know, if price comes back up into the sell zone, then I'm just sort of looking for potential weekly trend flow trading opportunities for this market. Coming down to the daily chart, we can just see this price action in more detail. Price is actually sort of pulling back just slightly beyond that sort of sell zone there on the daily chart, and I've marked in that 127 level up here as well. So it's not going to be overly extended, but again, another market that I'm keeping a sort of close eye on. And you can see here down on the sort of 480 chart and on the lower time frames, again, just looking for those areas of potential turning points for gold. Okay, the last market I'm going to take a look at here is corn. Now, corn here on the monthly chart, we've been in a nice uptrend here. So we've got higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and now prices pulled back right into the buy zone here. So we've got the 10, the 20 and the 50 period moving average all fanning nicely, and prices pulled right back into that zone. Now what makes me quite interested about this is the fact that these past three candles, these past three monthly candles, which represents about just over 2.5 months now, they're looking very, very bullish because they've got nice big wicks on the bottoms of those candles, and the price is very, very consistent. So you've got a nice sort of sideways action there. Markets tried to move or the prices have tried to move lower in each of those 3 months, and the markets rejected lower prices. We're also round this nice big round number here of this 700 level. So if we come down to the weekly chart, we can see that on the weekly chart, this pullback that we've got there on the monthly chart has actually sort of formed a bit of a series of lower highs and lower lows, and in doing so we've formed support and resistance at around this sort of 128 level ish. So it's a bit of a zone around there. So you can see that price has formed sort of found support here, we've come back up, retested it, found resistance there, and now what we've now done is we've now made that from the low, we've now made a high, lower high, and now we've made a higher low, and price is now right back at that level at the moment. So it's just at the cusp there of breaking up, and if it breaks up through this level, it will make a higher high here on the weekly chart. So the weekly chart will then turn around into an uptrend, and we'll also have an uptrend on the monthly chart, and we've got uptrends on all the lower time frames too. The indicators here, the MACD and the RSI, certainly rolling round and looking very bullish on the weekly chart too. So coming down here to the daily chart, you can just see the strength of this uptrend here. We've got lovely convergence on the indicators, nice strong buying action, price moving up with the moving averages almost in the right order there on the daily chart. And if we come down to these lower time frames, even the sort of 480, the 240 and even the 60 minute, we get some very, very nice strong price action. And you can see here on this 480 chart, we've got lovely convergence on the indicators, moving averages all fanning nicely in the right order, and you can see that there's been trend flow opportunities in the past, and the pattern has been working in recent history, and that you can see this sort of pattern working right the way through previous on the lower time frames, working very nicely. So what I'm looking for on corn is I'm looking for this area to be broken. I'm waiting for this level to be broken, get a move up, and get a confirmed uptrend here on the weekly, and then we'll have confirmed uptrends on all the time frames, and I'm just looking for trading opportunities to the upside. There's plenty of room for movements to the upside. So that concludes the midweek market outlook and potential trading opportunities to look out for. I'd like to thank you for watching the Open eCry midweek market commentary, and look forward to speaking to you next week.